Hey everyone, we're the Cool Cats team, and we are always on the hunt for the absolute best strategies to help you crush the GED. Today, we're unlocking a power move for a math topic you are pretty much guaranteed to see on the test: simple interest. Let's get right into it.
And this is exactly why this skill is so important. This isn't just some random math concept. This is money math you'll actually see in the real world and on the test. The folks who write the GED love these questions because they're practical. And for you, that means mastering this one strategy is one of the easiest ways to lock in some serious points.
So, how do we get those points? Well, it all comes down to one simple but really powerful tool. I want you to think of this formula as your master key. It might look basic, but trust me, it can solve every single simple interest problem the GED throws at you, even the really tricky ones. This is a true power move.
So here it is. I equals P times R times T. Let's break that down real quick. I is the interest, the extra cash earned or paid. P is the principal, which is just your starting amount. R is the annual interest rate, and T is the time. Now this is important. T is always in years. That's it. Interest equals principal times rate times time. Simple enough, right?
To make this super clear, we're going to be color-coding these variables as we go through the examples. Honestly, this is a great little mental trick you can use on test day too. It just helps you keep everything straight and plug the numbers into the right spots. So let's put it to work.
Okay, let's start with the most straightforward type of question you're going to see, just calculating the interest earned. This is the foundation, and once you get this down, I promise the rest becomes a whole lot easier.
All right, here we go. A classic GED-style problem. We need to find the simple interest on a loan of $1,200 at a rate of 6% for 3 years. Our goal here is pretty simple. We're just solving for I.
So, first things first, let's identify each piece. Our principal, P, is $1,200. Our time, T, is 3 years. Now, here's the most critical part, so listen up. The rate, R. We have to convert that 6% into a decimal, which is 0.06. You can't forget that step. Now, we just plug it all into our formula. I equals 1,200 times 0.06 times 3.
You run that calculation through your calculator, and boom, you get your answer. $216. That's it. You found the interest. That's a clean, easy point on the test right there.
Okay, but be careful. Sometimes a question will try to trick you and ask for the total amount, not just the interest. But that's easy too. All you do is add the interest you just calculated, that $216, back to the original principal of $1,200. That gives you a total amount, A, of $1,416.
Okay, let's level up a little bit. The GED isn't always going to ask you to solve for I. To make it a bit trickier, they might give you the interest and ask you to find a different piece of the puzzle, like maybe the rate. But the great news, you still use the exact same formula. You just have to do a little bit of algebra.
Take a look at this one. An investment of $500 grows to $575 in 2 years. And the question is, what was the interest rate? So this time, R is our mystery variable. But our main strategy, our power move, doesn't change one bit.
So first, you got to notice they didn't give us the interest I directly. We have to find it ourselves. The investment went from $500 to $575, so the interest is just the difference, which is $75. Okay? Now we can shuffle our formula around to solve for R. All we do is divide the interest by the principal multiplied by the time. So our calculation is 75 divided by, 500 times 2.
That's going to give you 0.075. And since the rate is always a percentage, we convert that decimal, which gives us our final answer, 7.5%. See how that works? It's the same formula, we just solved for a different target. You are now totally equipped to handle these trickier problems.
Okay, this part is absolutely critical. Knowing the formula is half the battle, but knowing the traps they set is the other half. The test makers love to put in answers that look right if you make one of these common mistakes. So let's learn to think like they do so we can sidestep all those pitfalls.
This right here, this is the #1 mistake people make with these problems, hands down. The trap is using the whole number 6 for 6%. If you do that, you're going to get a crazy, huge wrong answer, and I guarantee you it will be one of the multiple choice options waiting for you. The power move is to always convert that percent to a decimal first. 6% becomes 0.06. Burn that into your brain.
So, to recap, here are the 2 biggest traps to watch out for. First, always convert your percentage to a decimal. Second,
Always double-check your time units. The formula absolutely requires time to be in years. If a problem gives you, say, 18 months, you have to convert it to 1.5 years before you can solve it.
And that's pretty much it. By understanding the formula, knowing how to flip it around to solve for anything, and knowing how to spot those common traps, you have officially mastered the simple interest power move. This is a super reliable strategy that is going to serve you well on test day. We really want this channel to be exactly what you need to pass the GED. So you got to tell us, what math topic gives you the most trouble? Drop a comment below and let us know which GED power move we should break down in our next explainer. Seriously, your feedback is what shapes everything we create.
If you found this helpful and you're feeling a little more confident about simple interest, do us a favor and hit that like button. And of course, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss our next explainer packed with more proven GED strategies. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.